we got the victory. We beat Tsc Backa Topola 3-1 at home in the match day 1 of the Europa League. And we've got top points, 100% record so far. Game 1, 1-1, scored 3, conceded 1. We got the job done. But in actual fact, I thought it was a bit of a more professional performance. Go and join us last night and check out our review as we discuss it in a little bit greater detail. But I'm here to bring you one thing and one thing only, and that is the 5 things we learned about the game last night. Welcome back to the West Ham Network. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, of course. And if you are new around here and you want to become a channel member, then you've got the option to click on the membership option as well. But I'm going to get into it and I'll get started on today's top 5 things we learned about the game against Backa Topola in the Europa League game. Now, first point I want to bring up to you is maybe the lack of concentration. That's 2 games in a row that we've come out at the end of the half time after the team talk, and we've really dropped in our standards. We've kind of lost concentration, and something's just not gone right. If you think about the Doku goal, we backed off, and it was simple against Manchester City. He kind of cut inside, shot round the corner, and in this game in particular, Ogbona's head just completely drops, uncharacteristically like him, and our concentration levels just absolutely switch off, and that really put us into a bit of a panic. Individual errors are creeping in defense, and that's something we need to really make sure that we can nullify very quickly. I'm not necessarily concerned dramatically yet because we don't massively concede a lot of goals, but that's something we need to make sure doesn't drip into our game, and make sure that we do come out from the first half team talk and get started on a high level of intensity for the second half. I think that's something we can definitely work on, but definitely one thing I did notice is the lack in concentration, especially when we come out after halftime and get going for the second half. Anyway, onto a more positive mindset, and is number 2, this strength in depth. We absolutely have got that in an abundance. If you think about some of the players that didn't play tonight, but also the fact that some of the players that came off the bench and also can make a difference. I actually sometimes can't believe the amount of depth that we've got, and I'm actually not 100% sure yet, really, to be honest, what our best starting 11 is. If you think about KUDUS tonight, and we'll talk about him in a second, he should start, but then so does Bowen. You've got players like Paqueta, Alvarez, JWP. Then you've got Souček come off the bench, Ben Rama, who are all kind of making goal contributions as well. There's choices to be had and big decisions to be made at West Ham. But for the first time in a long time, I feel like we've got real quality and strength and depth within our squad. And I've not even mentioned some other players as well in this equation. Put your comments in. Let me know your thoughts on number 2. Number 3 is a debut performance, and a very good debut performance from Konstantinos Mavropanos, and he is a monster. The guy's a bit of a beast mode. He played 90 minutes, but one of the most interesting stats from the game came out of it was the fact that he made 12 long ball attempts and 10 of them were successful. The boy can play. He's a big unit. He's strong in his defensive abilities. He's 100% ground duels won in that game last night. So the boy knows how to play. That's his first game under his belt, with all due respect, against Backa Topola, but I do think the future is bright with him in there. You know, he loved coming in on the back of those balls off of JWP. He is going to be frightening defenses in the Premier League for many years to come in a West Ham side that have the ability to be so pin perfect at set pieces. I can see him shipping in with a few goals as well. People might say, will he knock off a Gerd and push in for a start? Well, I think he gives us another option. And also you could see Zuma, Dinos and a Gerd playing together in a back 3 with the 2 fullbacks as well. Someone to be watched, someone I'm really intrigued about moving forward as the season goes ahead. Number 4 for me is Mohamed Kudus is an absolute baller. I think he was pretty much borderline double man marked in the first half against Topola. I think they put 2 players on him the whole game. That allowed other players to get in behind and move forward, but he was fouled a lot in the game. We saw glimpses of very good silky skills in the first half. I think it took a while for him and Tilo Kira to get a real strong understanding. And I think Tilo was maybe lacking that quickness of feeding the ball back to KUDUS when he was looking for the quick 1-2. But I think that started to shine in the second half. And he's a goal threat. He absolutely is. I know the first one is not going to get given to him, but he had to be there to put the pressure onto the defender. And he done so well to get in front of the defender to put the pressure on, which allowed the ball to go into the back of the net. And of course, the second one, his ability just to move off the defender and shove his head around and put the ball into the back of the net. He got his deserved debut goal for West Ham, starting debut goal, I should say. He's now actually top goal scorer in the competition, considering he did get a hat-trick for Ajax in the qualifying round. So it's 4 goals in the Europa League, and fingers crossed he can get many more for West Ham, not just for this season, but for many years to come. The guy looks like a baller, and I'm definitely excited to have him on our books. But the man of the moment, and I've got to say it, it is absolutely the man of the moment, and I'm calling it the cheat code. If you ever have played games, if you've ever played online games, you always had a cheat code. You can't help but feel like JWP is exactly that. Anytime we have a set piece, he is a constant threat. He has been involved in so many goals since his start of his West Ham career. He is effective in absolutely everything he does. Last night's game, he is the first player to create 7+ chances and provide 2 assists in a Europa League game for an English side since 2018, when it was Cesc Fabregas for Chelsea against PAOK in 2018. The guy is relentlessly dangerous from that set piece specialist, and his all-round game plan and his all-round game ability is very, very good. He covers a lot of ground in a game. He's very neat and tidy with his passes. He had 82 touches in the game with 94% pass completion rate in that game, with seven, like I said, not just chances, but clear key passes in the game. His accuracy in long balls is always well over 50% every game he plays. The same with his long ball accuracy. In actual fact, he made 10 attempts at long balls in that game last night, with 9 of them meeting their man that he was intended to get to. He chips in with his defensive duties. One thing I do like about him is he runs into the box late, so he always sees the game from the back end, and he can come in and latch onto a ball because he's got the ability to find the back of the net from distance. It's scarily. The boy is involved in goals in every single game he's played for West Ham so far. So an exciting future, an exciting prospect, prospect, I don't know, but we've got many years to come of this man, and I'm massively proud to have him in a West Ham shirt. Do you agree with my 5 points and 5 things that we've learned about the game in the Europa League? Onwards and upwards now as we move into Liverpool in the Premier League. Let's hope we can go to Anfield and go and get a result in their half-built stadium. I think we can if we keep that positive mindset. It's going to be an interesting team selection. If you're new around here, subscribe, comment, like. You know the score. You know the drill. Give us a little helping hand. If you're interested in becoming a channel member, you can click on the membership as well. Take it easy, everyone. Join DJ Rossi B at 12:30 when he'll give you the live player rating, so you'll get a chance to be interactive and get involved in that as well. Everyone, take it easy and come on, you irons.